The speed with which the City Girls have done a U-turn and are now wanting to work with Nicki Minaj is so comical. And I actually like the City Girls. I find them to be entertaining and relatively non-problematic. They don't create problems. It's just, problem just sort of finds them sometimes. And they had to align with other artists that are signed to their label, Quality Control. So it makes sense that they had to support pretty much whoever's in closer proximity to them as far as, their entertainment and being that they work under the same label. But it's one thing to support one person over the other person. It's a totally different thing to be kind of combative about it and to make little snide remarks and throw shade and little things like that. And the problem with being so blatant about who you're supporting is that when it comes time when you want to switch sides, people are going to call you out. They're going to make it seem as if you're the worst person in the world because you're now switching sides from supporting one person and now supporting the other person. And sometimes it's just a business decision that people have to make. Like, these girls are struggling, their music is not doing as well as they expected it to, and they're trying to make a business decision of I guess becoming a little bit more open to other artists, especially successful artists like Nicki Minaj, and in working with Nicki Minaj. In other words, they're trying to go the Megan Thee Stallion route, which is Meg clearly has people that she likes and people she doesn't really like, but she still works with everyone. Like, I can see her. I can read that girl's personality really, really well, and it's obvious everybody have people that they like and people that they don't really get along with very well, or people they don't like very well. But some people are smart enough to be professional and be able to have courtesy for the other person, and and still work with the other person that they don't necessarily like, but be able to maintain that professionalism. But the City Girls didn't really do that. They went all in for Cardi B, and now that they're trying to work with Nicki Minaj to help their career, everybody is like talking about how they're being so fake and their support is fake and they can't be trusted and this and that. But it really all just boils down to how they went about it. That's just what it is, really. I don't know how this is going to turn out for them. I don't know if Nicki will agree to work with them. She may not. There is nothing for Nicki to gain by working with the City Girls. She really will not gain anything. The City Girls, on the other hand, stand to gain a lot by working with Nicki. So it benefits the City Girls more than it benefits Nicki. So I don't know. I don't know if she's going to agree to it. She's been burned so many times by working with people. Some people she worked with for free and it still turned around and bit her. So I don't know. But whatever the case, it's all entertainment, and yeah, it's all very interesting how people switch up. This goes to show that even though sometimes people want you to change your behavior or even tell you that you need to change your behavior because there's something wrong with the way that you act, sometimes all you need to do is just be consistent. If you're consistent long enough, believe me, people will hang themselves with their own rope. And by that I mean they will eventually do a U-turn and begin trying to imitate you, copy you, associate with you, or basically just be you. If you do not change and you stand strong in what you believe to be the right thing to do, people eventually come around. It's just that a lot of people don't wait that long before they change their behavior and they begin to act the way that their people criticizing them want them to act. And once you do that, it's too late because you're basically dancing to their tune at that point. So sometimes, you know what, just be consistent. Well, some people, when they're being attacked, they fall under the pressure of their attacker and they begin to change their behavior to act in the way that their attackers want them to act. But Nicki Minaj basically went the opposite direction. She did the exact opposite, and she stayed true to herself. Really, she's the exact same person that everyone hated, but now all of a sudden everyone went from banding together to form a hate train and reinforcing the hate train when she worked with Takashi by declaring that they will not work with her because she's a sellout and blah blah blah, and that they did not really know her. Like, what's the guy's name? The Old Town Road artists. Oh my god, I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. You know, the guy who sang Old Town Road. Okay, I have to look up his name right now. His name is completely eluding me. Lil Nas X. So Lil Nas X went from not really knowing Nicki that well, or whatever it is that he said, to now he's trying to work with her because guess what? He has not had a hit song in a while, and I think he's starting to feel the pinch, and he came up with an excuse. I mean, it's possible that that's one of the reasons that he does not want people to know that he's gay. But if had he admitted to being a barb, people would have known that he was gay. I don't know if I believe that reason. It just, I don't know. I mean, he's extremely flamboyant right now, and I don't know. I think he just came up with a convenient excuse because what he did was quite blatant. But besides him, there are many other rappers that are trying to work with Nicki now. And it's not because she's changed or because she's any different. She's doing what she's always done. It's just that this happens a lot. When people want you to change and they do everything, first, the saying goes, I keep getting the saying wrong even though I use it a lot, but the saying goes, first they make fun of you, and then they laugh at you, and then they copy you, and then yeah, I think that's how it goes. But you know what I'm trying to say. So basically, if you're ever in a position or in a situation where you're doing something in a particular way, maybe in a way that other people don't normally do it, and somebody or a group of people are laughing at you or trying to make you seem weird for doing things in a different way, you just need to stick to what you're doing, especially if you're sure that you're doing things the right way and what you're doing is going to work. Just keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, and I guarantee you eventually those people are going to turn right around, jump ship from whatever camp they're in, and switch over and begin to do things the way you're doing. They may start slowly at first. They don't want to be too blatant about it, so they may start slowly by slowly imitating you or being a little less of a bully towards you, or they may stop mocking you or your way of doing things, and then eventually they will begin to do things the way you do things, or they will begin to acknowledge you and acknowledge what you're doing. You just need to be consistent. But some people are just not that strong. They don't have that emotional fortitude to withstand people looking at them as if they've lost their mind. Some people, it's very easy. Personally, it's really easy for me to just say, okay, you know what? I feel like what I'm doing is right, so I'm going to stick to it. But for some people, it's not that way. And they cave, and because it's easier to be a member of the pack than to stand apart from the pack. and be taunted by them. So people cave and they join in and they lose their individuality and their uniqueness, and they stop doing things the way they were doing things and just begin to follow the crowd. Do not follow the crowd. Stick to what you know is working. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.